What's up, everybody? Tommy here, Math Productions Gaming, and it's been so long since we had an update, at least for me. It's been like a week, maybe a little more, but we're finally back to it. This actually, because of something I'll point out as we get further into the episode, there was some funniness going on one evening when I was playing, caused me to get frustrated, so we went ahead and just stopped for the night there. And then last night I was able to get back on the game, first time in like a week, and I wanted to figure out if maybe I was just overthinking something in the moment, or if there was something I was just blatantly missing in the moment. I don't think. I think for some reason the game was just tweaking out. We'll cover that when I get to it. But we finally were able to get through it. So that brings us to this episode here from our modded survival playthrough series. The last episode, we made our way south from Outpost Samanja down to Covenant. And this episode here, we're going to actually go into Covenant, talk to the locals, do a little quest, so that way we can try to unlock Covenant as a usable settlement for us that we can add in to our supply line settlement network. I really like having Covenant available to me. It's basically in the center of the north portion of the map, and you can have, where we have our northwest cluster kind of all funneling down to Starlight, just east of Starlight is Covenant, and I kind of have a supply line act as like a bridge in that network between what I'm going to build over here in the north central, northeastern portion of the map. Covenant is that connection point that I like to use right over to Starlight. So that's why we're trying to unlock Covenant. There's two ways. Well, there's multiple avenues towards these two ways, but there's two real end results when unlocking Covenant. You can either do it with them still being friendly towards you and not having to eliminate anything or anyone, or there's the way where they're not going to be friendly towards you and you absolutely should be prepared because there is going to be a fight. If you haven't figured out yet, I try as often as possible to take the path of least resistance, so I'm really hoping that we can work towards that peaceful resolution. But because of something coming up here in a second, I think that what I'm doing on screen might have caused a little bit of a hiccup in the game. I thought I was going to have to go with the aggressive route. But basically, when you go into Covenant, you eventually talk to Honest Dan. He lets you know about a conspiracy, about a missing caravan, and he's trying to get some information. So you can walk around, talk to the people, the locals at Covenant, try to figure out about this missing caravan. You will eventually get led down the road, kind of halfway between Covenant and Taffington Boathouse, and you'll find the scene of the caravan attack, and you can pick up some evidence, and then you come back into Covenant, you do a little more investigative work, and then you go to a specific location. This was where I thought I messed up though, because when I went right to the caravan site, if you will, and I picked up the evidence that's there, I came back to Covenant, any person I tried to talk to, it wouldn't give me the prompt to ask them about the caravan. It just kept going through like generic lines or just their initial introductory speeches that I can go through. I was unable to gain any progress. So I just slept in one of the beds and I got off the game for the night. That's when I made the video about just getting to Covenant. And I figured that we'd come back to try to figure out why I couldn't get the dialogue needed to get the information needed another day. So when we got back on, for whatever reason, I loaded right in, walked right over to the shop, talked to that vendor. She's the one who lets you know that there is something going on with Covenant vs. Sense. And I got the dialogue prompt right away, literally just exiting the game, coming back a week later. That was fixed. So I got super lucky on that one. That said though, the last bit of information you need to find where the actual like hidden base layer thing is that I'm showing you on screen how to get to, but this is where you need to get to those ultimate options for the end of unlocking Covenant. But you in Covenant, you can pick up a password and then go to a computer, and you'll find an email that lets you know that this location is over here in the sewers. But you have to have advanced lockpicking to get into the building that has the password item there for you to pick up. I would need 3 skill points to be able to get the advanced lockpicking skill needed. I have 1 in the bank right now, but I didn't want to grind out 2 levels real quick, so since I already know where it is, I went ahead, headed towards the sewers, walked in, and this is where, again, I got incredibly lucky. See, when you walk in through the sewers, you're immediately greeted by a turret in your face and a handful of guards. This is why I titled the episode that charisma is better than luck. While yes, we've gotten really lucky up to this point with some of the issues that we've been experiencing, there is one dialogue option when you're first confronted by those guards that if you succeed, dude will walk you right to the doctor. Because see, if we would have went through getting the password, getting on the computer in Covenant when we leave, we would be stopped by Jacob, the mayor, and he'd give us an option to either give us a free pass to come meet this doctor or not. We skipped all that and got lucky, really lucky, that we've maxed out our charisma for this build. We passed that speech check, so we did not have to fight our way through like I was mentally preparing myself for. We were led right to the doctor. Check it out. You don't have to feel bad about letting the doctor take out that girl because she was in fact a synth. I don't agree with all their methods, but you can't argue sometimes with results, right? Selfishly, again, the main reason I like Covenant being friendly to me, they are well equipped, they have numbers, they have a functioning settlement already, and they're going against the Institute. So while I don't agree with all their methods, I also don't agree with all of the Brotherhood's or Railroad's methods either, but I try to work with them as much as possible. Lastly, here to end the episode, when you leave the sewers, head to the left towards the shores of that little pond there, and you'll see a wrecked vertibird. Right there in the water is a free power armor. It's going to be a level based on your level, and it's right there for the taking, fusion core already in it. When you finally get back to Covenant, talk to the mayor. He lets you know that Covenant is now for the Minimint to use. And I hope this video helps you out. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope you press the like button. If you are enjoying this content, there's tons more on the way. I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. Helps me out a lot when you do. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and take care till next time.